So we're at USA MedBed Hospital Direct Medical, and we're looking at the Hill Rom Progressa bed, and we're doing a video, I haven't done one in a while, on the setup of a Hill Rom Progressa. So we sell a lot of these Hill Rom Progressa beds all over the country, and when they get there, they're very simple and easy to use, but that still doesn't mean that it's not good to just have another follow-up video for everybody as far as how to set the bed up, how it's going to work, and just go through some of the basic functions. Now, you can see here that first thing I'll just say is that we sell these hospital beds all over the United States, actually all over the world. The Hill Rom Progressa is one of the only beds on the planet where the feet physically can touch the ground. Now, even though we have the footboards in here, this could go all the way down to the floor. You could literally sit down, get out of the bed. So the chair feature is a beneficial feature that obviously makes it easier for certain people to get in and out of bed. But the thing that makes it special also is going to be the percussion vibration, which is for the upper respiratory system, and then the fact that it can turn. So you have a few features, and the other feature, which I'm going to show you, and I forgot to get, is the pendant. So I'm going to turn this off real quick, grab the pendant, and turn it right back on. Okay, that was quick. Okay, so pendant basically just another word for remote control. Sometimes there's clinical terms, what they call it in the hospital, sometimes just a general term. But if you're a person that's in bed and you need access to putting yourself in a chair position, you know, all the features here, Trendelenburg, reverse Trendelenburg, head and foot up and down is on every bed. So on every single bed we sell, you're always going to get head up and down, foot up and down. All those features are on the inside, but almost never are you going to get a pendant. Some beds don't even have pendants, but you're not going to get pendants that allow you to do a chair, that allow you to position all these other features. So if you're a person that's in bed and you need access to this, this is another feature that this bed has that other beds do not have. Now, the goal is to just give the information on the bed because you'll know what features are ones that you need. You'll know which ones you aren't need. But let's go back to what we were just talking about before, which is the setup of the bed. Now, one of the things that the Progressa can do is it can shrink the feet in, right? The feet can shrink in, the feet can go out. Well, when we ship the bed, obviously, we shrink the foot all the way in. So the very first thing you're going to want to do when you get the bed is you're going to want to open up the bed itself. And you're going to see here that we're opening up the bed. And when we open up the bed and we start getting it to the place where the mattress can extend out, it's going to kick on the air system. So if you get the bed, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to extend the bed out to its full length. Now, the bed does shrink in because sometimes people have feet that cramp. So you could bring the bed up to help straighten out the bottom of the foot. So if that's going on, if it's cerebral palsy or muscular dystrophy and you need to straighten the foot out, that is another reason why they have that feature there, which is shrinking the foot in and out, right? And you can see here, the control panel is really pretty self-explanatory. A person in a chair is going to be in a chair. Flattening out the bed when you're done. The head up and down, foot up and down. If somebody slides down the bed, you know, you have the boost feature, which will help slide them back up. And then you have the two Trendelenburgs, the foot in and out. You can adjust, obviously, the legs how you like them. And then you have head up and down, foot up and down, and bed up and down, which are the standard features. Now, what makes a Progressa bed really special, obviously, I just talked about the chair position, but it's also the fact it has pulmonary. Pulmonary is just another word for lungs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the control panel here. And when you first get the bed, the feature that you really want the most is kind of down here. It's the lungs. So I hit the little lung button down there, and that's going to open up two features, rotation and percussion. I'm going to go to percussion first. So we'll just go ahead and push that down. And then you can see you can dictate low, medium, and high settings. Now, basically, percussion is there to break up upper respiratory congestion. If somebody has COPD, if somebody has bronchitis, pneumonia, any of those types of things, if there's an issue with upper respiratory, pulmonary basically replicates what a respiratory therapist would do in a hospital. It's going to thump the back of the lungs. Now, this feature will only work if the bed is flat, right? So if the bed's not flat, you're going to get an error message. It's going to say, no, we're not going to be able to do it. So what we're going to do, obviously, or what I did do, is I put the bed flat before the video because it was like all the other beds here in the showroom before that. So really simple, actually. We're just going to press start, and we're going to give it a minute. And you can see there the remote actually comes in handy because it shows you. But basically what it's doing is it's thumping the upper respiratory system. And so for people that have upper respiratory congestion, now we sell these beds a lot to ALS, MS, quadriplegic, paraplegic, obviously people that spend a lot of time in bed. And so now that the percussion's running, now it's super simple. Stop therapy. Am I sure? Yes, I'm sure. We do not want to continue running that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the lungs. Oops, didn't want that. I'm going to go back to the lungs. We're going to go to rotation, right? We're going to hit rotation. Now you can determine how often you want the person to turn. It's going to go left, middle, right, and you can determine up to 30 minutes if you want it to go longer. But I just had somebody in the showroom and we went from 70 degrees. We'll bring it back down. You can determine how much degree of turn you want. So I just brought them from 70 down to 40, and then we would hit start. And now basically it's going to turn the person all night long. Now, just like the percussion, it's going to run all night up until the time you're done using the therapy, right? And so what's happening is half the mattress is inflating, the other half is deflating. It's deflating and inflating based on the degree of turn that you wanted. And so that is basically, going to be the key feature. Now, a couple other quick tips, a couple other quick things to talk about. When you first get the bed, we basically shrink wrap the bed, and it gets wrapped in plastic, obviously, but we zip tie the rails into the frame, and we zip tie the head and foot section into the frame, because there are times to get it into a house, the bed has to be tipped sideways to go through a door, which is very common. The footboard comes off, the headboards come off, so that's not a big deal. But when you get it to where you actually want it to go, it's always nicer to take a pair of scissors and clip those zip ties rather than listening to them break as the bed is pushing through and the motor is basically pushing through and breaking those. It's loud and it'll definitely catch your attention. Now the flip thing here also comes up and down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to stop the therapies. And yes, I am sure for that. You have a scale feature, pretty self-explanatory. You zero the scale out, you do the weight, you have other options. And then you also have some other features here. Max inflate. Now, if you want to get the person off the bed, you want to basically hit max inflate. Max inflate inflates the bed to its full capacity. It makes it easy to slide a sling or anything else underneath the bed that you need to. You also have turn assist. Now, turn assist is different than rotation. We just went into rotation. Turn assist is going to be a temporary turn over to one side to help change out bed linens or to bathe the person in bed, right? That's a temporary feature. Turn left, turn right. I want to change out the bed linens, or I just want to wipe this person down, or I just need to get them on their side. And seat deflate, those are features that if you're getting into a chair, you want that turned off, but that'll automatically be done. Sleep mode, patient comfort, you have the ability to go in and make modifications with the firmness of the mattress. So if you want to do that, you can do that. I would normally recommend that you just let it be because they do have those set. And the whole mattress system, actually, which is another point, has pressure all over it, right? There's sensors throughout this entire mattress. One of the things that gets done when the mattress gets a green tag, which is done by Jeremy, and Jeremy spent 14 years working as a Hill Rom technician. So the whole thing, everything is recalibrated. All the sensors are tested. We have 200 pounds in weights that go on this bed in order to recalibrate the scale and the load beams and all the different parts of the bed. But if you basically just let it be, the bed is going to make its own adjustments. It's an incredibly smart bed. So this is the Hill Rom Progressa. Those are the main features. And like I said, number one, extend the feet out, get that up and running, right? Now for chair position, which is the most popular, just one other thing. If you're going to go fully into a chair, you do have to take the footboard off, right? So this just comes off on pegs. And once it's off on pegs, you can put the bed fully into a chair. You do not want people putting their foot on there to support their body weight. And basically the bed also has a feature called egress. If you look on here, that egress feature, it's lifting them up a little bit, so you do not want the footboard on there. So if you're going to use the chair position, the first thing you want to do basically is take the footboard off. Once again, control panel, the most prominent features are going to be your lung section down here, your rotation, which will turn the person all night long, your percussion vibration. The rails, super simple. This little blue latch, just lift it up. It'll drop the rail down. To bring it up, just pull it up. It's good to go. So pretty standard, fairly easy, but you know what? It's always nice to watch a video to just get an idea of, you know, how it's going to work. It's very user-friendly. Most of you probably can see that it's a very user-friendly bed. So if you're looking for one of these beds, we obviously have a lot in stock. We carry this bed quite a bit. Baxter, which is now the owner of Hill Rom, discontinued their home care division. So now if people need these beds, they're not able to get them from Baxter. So for secondary providers, you know, like ours, we're in San Diego, California. I'm in Richmond, Virginia right now. We keep these beds in stock because quadriplegic, paraplegic, MLS, stroke, you know, a lot of these people need hospital grade care at home. Like I said, these are very popular with ALS people. And so if you're in a position where you need one of these beds, you know, they're certified, they're patient ready, they come with a warranty. We have awesome customer service and back end. Our customer service department and our technicians are world class. They, like I said, they're former employees of Hill Rom. They're Hill Rom certified and Stryker certified as well. And you can see we sell a lot of Stryker beds. We have all the different Hill Rom beds in here. We sell air mattress systems. We have a very wide variety of hospital beds we sell. It's not just Progressas, but if you're looking for a refurbished, recertified, patient-ready Progressa bed, give us a call. Now we have two websites. The number one, hospitalbeds.com, has a lot of information, other videos. I've been doing this about 15 years. You'll find videos on there that are, I probably got at least 10 on just this bed alone, but about 150 to 200 videos on all these different beds. And hospitalbedshop.com, hospitalbedshop.com. Now, if you're on the West Coast, you're closer to California, you can call them out there, 858-263-4894. If you're in the Midwest or you're back, you know, Florida, New York, give us a call here in Richmond. We deliver these beds all over the country. We even ship them overseas. But over here, our address or our phone number would be 540-327-7376. The Hill Rom Progressa bed, an overview of what the bed does, and a setup and instruction video for everybody out there that's buying these beds. We wish you the best. We have all you in our prayers because, you know, trust me, this bed is needed by people that need prayer. And we wish your family, you the best. Give us a call if we can help you in any way, shape, or form. And subscribe and share, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.